Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bell and Sound Productions. I want to do a quick tips and tricks episode for you guys about how to use pads in post-production. Right now I'm working on a song by a band that I actually play bass and produce in called Soundboard Fiction. And we're just about to release an album sometime in the next couple months. I'm finishing up the last kind of mastering and mixing for the album this month. In this song, let's see, I wanted to show you guys how I'm using pads going into this chorus. Now I'm going to play it for you guys without the pad in there, just so you can get an idea of what it sounds like before and then after with it. Okay, so that's the chorus right now without it. It's pretty slamming, pretty rocking. However, I felt like it needed a little bit something extra just to carry it through, to give it that energy all the way through the chorus. So here's the synth I'm using. I'm using Xpan 2, and this comes with Pro Tools 10. And I love this virtual instrument. It just is really great. They have a huge library of everything to use here, and yeah, it's just good stuff. So here's the sound I'm using right now. So it's kind of like a spacey synth swell kind of sound, and at first look you might think like, how is that going to fit in this rockin' chorus? Well, I'm really just using it in the background, and I'm also panning it 30 and 30, so it's not conflicting with the guitars where I had them panned hard left and right. And then we have the kick and snare in the center and the vocals in the center, and I felt like it needed something kind of just on the that 30-30 edge pan of the speakers to give it a little more drive and get it through the chorus and have the right kind of production element to sit in the mix and really carry that chorus the way it needed to be. As you can see, I also have a lot of different plugins on this chain here. After the expand here and the Pro Q2, I'm just kind of carving it in the frequencies I want it to live in, so it's not really conflicting. And I mean, the sound itself isn't in the low end here, and the high end. The high end it is a little bit in there, but I'm cutting that off because it's a little distracting there. I have some compression on it, kind of light, 5:1 ratio. And I have my limiter settings here. Just barely attenuating, just give it that little extra edge. And then I have side widener on here. This is a Joey Sturgis plugin that I just got that I absolutely love. See how that hits when I hit the bypass on and off? It's a pretty cool plugin, and it really helps things to sit in the mix really, really well. Give it a little bit more of that stereo width. There's 3 modes on this plugin too, which is great. Here's some of the other modes. They all sound great in their own respect. I felt like mode 1 sat in the mix the best for me here. This is kind of what these are, you play them with the mix, and you see how they sit in the mix the best, the way that you want it. This is the stock settings, by the way. I'm not using anything special on here. It comes up just like this. Okay, now here it is. Here's the chorus one more time without it.
I remember looking back, laughing at the mess we left behind, running with you by my side, holding up.
Very rockin'. Here it is with the synth laid back in.
I remember
here's the last chord of the chorus from this. Now I'm going to go to the first chorus so you can hear how it rings out, kind of accentuates the last vocal line.
This is how I remember you.
Notice how it really kind of helps that transition where it doesn't leave the vocal so naked at the end, because it's just, you know, the guitar strum out, everything stops at that point and it's just the vocal, and the synth kind of gives the vocal a little pillow, a little cushion room to really shine right there. I'll play it for you guys one more time so you can see how it's adding, and then I'll take it out again. So here it is with it. Actually, you know what? I'll play without it right now.
This is how I remember you.
So it's not bad. Could use a little something else. Here's the pad back in.
This is how I remember you.
So I know a lot of people probably are wondering, like, what's a pad actually? What is that when people talk about that? And this is it. You know, it's basically a synth, usually played by a virtual instrument or an actual keyboard. And this is pretty much your standard pad sound. It's even in the category soft pads. Now, it doesn't always have to have that swell to it, you know. I mean, there's certain parameters that I can choose to take off that swell. I love the swells though. I'm a big fan of the keys with the swells. It gives it a little bit of depth and emotion, makes it a little more interesting than just say without it. Also, I think that the swell in this case kind of gives it some more energy in the mix. It's not just so stock, you know, with the tempo, which it gives it a little life. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that video. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a comment, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel below to get more information on Bolin Sound Productions. And yeah, hope you guys like this video. See you guys next time.